All right, good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I am here till probably around 5 o'clock. We'll see what's going on. Y'all kept me late yesterday, so I might leave early today. So I have to do it sometimes. But come on in. Thank you for joining us. As we usually do, I say hi to all of the people who say hi to me. If you're watching, I would love it if you would just say hi, good afternoon, what's up, whatever, and tell me where you're calling from. If you're in the city of Cincinnati, what neighborhood? If you're just outside the city of Cincinnati, what little city or little area you're in? And if you are outside of Cincinnati, tell me what city, what state, and I will shout you out just like you shout me out, and then we'll get on with the show. So let's get right into it. Today's show, we're going to move quickly. I'm going to try to move quickly. Robert Willis, right out the gate. Good afternoon, Robert Willis. Got Terry Anderson. Good afternoon, representing downtown. DeAndre Crosby says first. Okay. What's up? Good afternoon, DeAndre. Anthony Prosser in the house. He says, afternoon, fam, afternoon to you. And Daryl Carpenter in the house. Good afternoon. Now, Daryl, for those of y'all who don't know, Daryl Carpenter is a guy, in the community. And I want to say this about Daryl. One thing that I've noticed about Daryl, because, I don't be stalking his page or nothing like that, but sometimes his stuff come up on my timeline, and I'll be watching Daryl. Here's what I like. Daryl support black people and black businesses. I like and appreciate that, especially, kind of like really local, small. I like and appreciate that. When I said I was going to do the thing with the breast cancer shirts, first person who said I want one, hit me up, got me his money, all of that stuff, Daryl Carpenter. And somebody would say, well, maybe that's because he had a personal experience with it, blah, blah, blah. It don't matter why, because that's not it. Like this brother, I've watched him. He supports black people. He supports black business. And I just appreciate that. Now, I'm going to tell you what really made me think about it today. I spoke to the gentleman who runs the nonprofit that we're going to donate, because I still ain't forgot. I know some of y'all think, oh, he said he was going to donate that money, and he done spent that money. I haven't spent the money. The money is still sitting in the Cash App. Waiting to be donated. And I spoke to the gentleman who runs the nonprofit. It's up in Akron today, who I'm going to donate the money to. But I told him, because I called, and I didn't really expect anybody to answer, or like I thought maybe some secretary or something would answer, and I would leave a message and then end up calling dude back. But he answered the phone like, yeah, what's up? He didn't actually answer like, yeah, what's up? But he answered the phone. And I spoke to him briefly and kind of told him what I did and everything. And then I wanted to donate the money to his organization. And he was grateful. But I told him, I don't just want to donate it. I want you to come on the show. Because I want people to hear what your organization does and what you're all about. Because, these are people who, may or may not support an organization like yours, all the way in Akron. But, who knows? They might, get a little extra piece of change and say, let me help this organization out. Or if nothing else, they can help spread the word. So he agreed to come on the show. We have to figure out a time. But one day next week, he'll be on the show. And, that's when I'll make the donation to him on the show. I did tell him about how much it would be, which for those of you who don't know, is going to be roughly $1,000. I didn't sell that many shirts. Remember, I was selling them for like $35. So I didn't sell that many shirts, but I also told y'all I would double whatever it was. And the amount didn't come up to quite $500. I didn't sell $500 worth of shirts, but I said $500 is a nice round number, and then I'll double that. I'll match it. And so, yeah, we're going to donate $1,000 to his charity, to his nonprofit. And when you hear the stuff that this brother is doing, hopefully you're impressed like I was, and you'll feel like, your money did something. And yeah, so we're gonna do that, and next week we'll get him on the air. But just seeing Daryl's name and dealing with him yesterday, and I was like, when I was talking to dude, the first person that popped into my mind was Daryl. Because again, when I said, if you want to buy one of these shirts, he was number one. Like, I want one. Where do I send my money? Sending me messages, boom, 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 dun, dun, dun. And it was just without even thinking. I saw the post he put up about Tanika's cakes. I don't like the way that sounds. Like, not Tanika's cakes, but, Tanika makes cakes. Y'all know what I'm saying. But the post that he put up, just supporting the sister. And that's not, what I'm saying. I like giving people props when, I don't want to say they deserve props or whatever, but it's certain stuff I see that I like about people. And I'm like, to me, that's a sign that you just might be a good person. And I like good people. So, Daryl, yeah. I appreciate you, bro. Let me go back to it. See, I didn't really want to devolve into all of that, but it popped into my head. Chris, I'm using the word devolve too much. I don't know why I started using it. Crystal Hoskins, representing the Christ Hospital. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Erica Hummins, representing Reading. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. Steban Speed, representing Westwood. Good afternoon. Got Tanika out there in Orlando, Florida. I am hating on Tanika, but she's there. Good afternoon. Thank you for checking out the show. Dallas got snow? Y'all got snow in Orlando? When y'all get snow in Orlando, then I don't hate on you no more. I won't hate on you no more. But until y'all get snow in Orlando, I'm hating on you. It just is what it is. Brenda Early, representing Fairfield. Good afternoon. I look like I got on prison clothes today. It's the height of the show. Oh my goodness. Sean out there. He didn't put where he is, but I think Sean is ATL, right? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Diane Huddleston Angel. Good afternoon to you. Got Jeannie Mulholland. She says happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. And Daryl says, I always do. I love black-owned businesses. And you show it. And I appreciate it. Pamela Kinney, good afternoon, representing North Avondale. Jason says Fairfield's in the house. All right. Jason Dockery, good afternoon. Shahara in the house, good afternoon. Happy Friday. She is present, representing Bond Hill. Good afternoon. Got Sea Breeze in the house. She's representing Boston. Good afternoon. Why do that hat look like the little beanies the hospital put on newborns? Why are you a hater? Why? I don't know why. There's no reason. You could not be a hater. There's no rule that says you have to be a hater. Do they pay you for the hate? Like, you don't need the money. Just tell them no. Dale says, I never hesitate to support black business. LaDonna, and he's responding in real time and I'm behind. LaDonna, representing East Price Hill, good afternoon. LaDonna Howard. Nat Turner. See, it's not right. You say Nat Turner. It's Nat Turner. Representing, good afternoon. Dina Johnson, the angel among us. Representing Walnut Hills. Good afternoon. And she called me your greatness. I told you she was an angel. Because God only reveals stuff like that to angels. Like, just call him greatness. Everybody don't know it, but I'm giving you a little heads up. God tell the angels, and then the angels spread the word. She's an angel. Y'all don't know it, but she is. Let's see. Samuel Campbell, representing East Walnut Hills. Good afternoon. Let me see. David says, "Good afternoon, little baby." She upstairs. She don't come down here with me. When Mrs. Livingston is here, I'm number two. I'm number two. She'll stay up there with Mrs. Livingston. She don't come down here. But she is here. He's representing David, representing Westchester. David wants to be acknowledged. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, David Herring. Tanika says, Daryl was my first shipping order. I'm telling you, the brother B, I love it. He just support. And, you can't beat that. Black people supporting black people. I'm all about that in every way. I don't necessarily have to agree with everything you do, everything you say to support you. I mean, even if, because I know some people think, and in certain instances, it's true. Like, oh, I want to support you, but you can't, you know what I'm saying? You want me to hook you up? Like, that's not necessarily support. But sometimes it is. I might not have money to spend with you, but I can talk about you, you know what I'm saying? Spread, word of mouth. I can tell people like, hey, go check out this spot. Hey, I heard good things about this person, or hey, I heard good things about that person. You should give them a try. You should listen to them, or you should watch them, or you should patronize their business, or you should whatever. And sometimes I can't, like I said, I ain't got the money to support you, but I can support you in other ways. And for me, that's what it's all about. If you going through a hard time, I might not be able to give you no money, but I might be able to do some act of kindness for you. And believe it or not, that matter. You know what I'm saying? When I've gone through, I'm gonna say traumatic things, and I didn't need no money, but when people came by, and I don't like to say it because it sounds silly and almost, but somebody brought me a little meal from Wendy's. And I still talk about that to this day. A meal from Wendy's. And it just did, so because it was just somebody was thinking about me and said, look, I want to support you. And I know you probably at home doing nothing. Let me just bring you over a little something to eat and sit down and eat with you and chat with you. And little stuff can mean a whole lot to somebody where you might not be able to have the money to support. If you got the money to support, and what I'm saying, their business, support them financially if you can. But yeah, it ain't always money. It ain't always money. LaDonna want to know, are you still going to be selling them? I am. Now next year I'll make some a different design. But yeah, I am. I'll put them out. But I don't want to do it now because, again, they going to get on me. I know they going to get on me. What happened to the website? What happened to the website? What happened to the website? The website is still coming. It is still coming. But I'm not selling nothing else until I get the website. So I'm not, and that'll make me push the people who are actually doing it to get it the way I want it, hopefully. But yes, and as many of those shirts as I sell, not just in October, as many of them as I sell all year long, that money will go to a black organization, an organization that supports black women primarily that are dealing with breast cancer. And that's why again, later on in the week, if you're just joining, later on in the week, the young man, I say young man, I don't know exactly how young he is. I mean, I'm not saying he old, but I'm saying sometimes when you young man, like, is he 17? Like, no, I don't think he's 17. But I'm old, so to me, he a young man. So the young man, I spoke to him today, and he'll come on one day next week. And when y'all hear what this brother is doing up there in Akron, and I'm like, we need somebody like that in Cincinnati. Can he expand? Maybe somebody out there can, do what he's doing. Sit down, y'all hear him and be like, I could do that. And then you reach out to him and he can maybe give you the blueprint. And then y'all can do the same thing here locally. You know, hey, help is help. So, yeah. But as I sell these shirts, all of that money, and I'm not saying I'm going to always double it. I'm not saying I'm going to always match funds. But this time, I match funds. But all of those funds will go to that organization. Seabreeze want to know what's the cash tag for donations. I didn't, believe it or not, he sent it to me. Later in the week or next week, I'll make sure and I'll put it up when he's on, and we'll put all of that information out. Let's see. Dana said, I guess Darrow is okay. Let's see. Scott in the house. Tried to bully me yesterday, bro. I don't forget. Scott said it's about time, trying to bully me again. Yeah, Sean says ATL. Jeannie says she's holding down the KY. I don't like that, Jeannie. You say the KY makes me think of that jelly, and I don't like that. I don't know that anybody calls it the KY, and if they do, they should stop right now. Scott says he's representing West Walnut Hills. Reese Mooney in the house, representing Springfield Township. Daniel Dozier, representing Westwood. Good afternoon. Thank you for checking us out. Prosser says Ia King need people to keep him on his toes. Okay. Okay. Lewis Talbert in the house. Good afternoon, Lewis. Maria Smith out there in North College Hill. Good afternoon, Maria. Thank you for checking us out. Regina Denson Griffin. Good afternoon. T. Mikey G says there's snow in Orlando. People with, stop it. Stop it. But thank you for checking out the show. DeAndre talking about looking like a baby bottle. Y'all haters, man. Y'all just haters. Color Me Bert. Good afternoon to you as well. Good afternoon. Let's see. I'm scrolling through looking for anyone. Color Me Bert says nice sweatshirt. This is actually just a long sleeve tee. I got a few of these. I got some other designs, and well, not other designs, just the same logo, but just different colors on different shirts. But thank you. Nat says, I wish black folk would have a mass exodus from Facebook, Instagram, and X and move to black platforms as well, myself included. Maybe we'll talk about that at some point. Mayo's talking about the Wendy's chili. You really did seem appreciative of that chili. I was appreciative. I really was. Let's see. Alethea says, explain the king and I. We'll get back to that. Let's see. Jerica says, I need a website developer. If you are a website developer and you're on Facebook, there's a person named Jerica Van who says she needs a website developer. In particular, if you're an African-American website developer and you're good at what you do, reach out to her. Let's see. I didn't take my Claritin again. So, everything's a little stuffy now. Tanika says, I wear my AXP hoodie every time it's chilly here in Orlando. All right. Daryl says, I hope it's up by the summer because I want some specialized printed tees for the summer. Okay. All right. Hit me up. It'll be up. Do an order form with the shirts. We can download and print out. Other folks might buy them. Okay. What website building platform are you using, or are you starting off with original code? You're talking about me? No, I ain't starting off with no original code. Even though I wish I knew how to do that. If I knew how to do that, my website would have been done. I got Dreamweaver, all that kind of stuff. I got the whole, Creative Cloud. But I have a website. It uses the what is it? WordPress platform. It uses WordPress. Let me see. David says, that's a great deed, E-Man. I hope you're not talking about the donation, because I didn't do the deed. Y'all did the deed. See, that's the beauty, and because the young man was like, okay, I'll send you the information, you can send them. But for me, I want y'all to see what y'all did. That sounds crazy, don't it? But I want y'all to see what y'all did. Y'all bought those shirts. So y'all the ones who are making this donation. I'm just the conduit. It's coming through me to that organization. So I want y'all to see who y'all supporting and who y'all can continue to support. I'm excited. Because I'm gonna try to. I might be able to pull up a thing, because he was interviewed by Spectrum News 1. I'm gonna see if I can pull that up in a little bit. Once I get through the hellos, I'm gonna see if I can pull that up. And I was just so impressed. You should sell bras for men. Why are you like you are? I don't understand. A bra for a man, number one, would be a man's ear, or a bro. It wouldn't be a bra. But why? I don't understand. Brent, good afternoon. He's representing Dallas, Texas. Nakia says snail's pace around this month. I don't know what that means. Fame, the betting public sports show, says Emanuel obviously grew up with a dad. Skull cap inside gives daddy won't turn up the heat vibes. I'm in the basement, and this is an old house with radiators throughout the house. Like, not forced air heat, radiators. There's a boiler over there, which we had to replace a few years ago. But there's a boiler over there. And I honestly didn't know that people still put in boilers. I honestly thought we're going to have to rip out all of the radiators and, get a regular heater in here. And Mrs. Livingston was like, you sound stupid. And she called the people, and they was like, sure. And we had a new boiler put in. We actually got a boiler? So all of the heat goes, through the radiators. And in the basement, there's no radiator. So there's no, heat. Again, I get some of the heat off of the pipes that lead to the radiator. So it keep it from being literally freezing. But it'd be kind of cold down here. It'd be kind of cold. I could take off the hat. I don't know that it's so cold, but I just came in from outside, so I still be cold. And then I come down here, so I just leave the hat on. Let's see. David says, you didn't forget. What about the 5th degree COVID? Well, it wasn't 5th degree COVID. It was a little higher, but okay. He says, you ruined everything about the KY. Seabreeze says, video editing question. How do you deal with creative block? I don't know. I don't know that I have it or that I've experienced it. I guess because I do so many different things. Like, what was it? B-Rab earlier in the week was saying, you can be a jack of all trades and a master of none. I think that might be me. A jack of all trades and a master of none. But because I got so many different things going on, if I'm having issues in one area, I just put it down and then I go to a different area. So, if I'm having problems, some creative issues in terms of, the video stuff that I'm doing, I sit it down and then I go design a shirt. And then if I'm like, I can't come up with no designs, I sit it down and then I start editing some audio. Because from time to time I record artists and stuff like that. And I record live music all the time. And so I'll go in and start messing with stuff and trying to perfect something. And then I'm not getting anything on that. Then I'll move over. You know what I'm saying? I got so many different things. So when I have a creative block, I sit it down, walk away from it, and start doing something else. Yeah, y'all don't know. I like to tinker with stuff. So, I'll sit it down and then I'll go and start messing with that moped out there. It's whatever. It's whatever. So that's the way I deal with it. Let me see. Fame said he about to have dinner and football with a Cincinnati legend. All right. Well, congratulations. Miss Pittsburgh in the house. Good afternoon, Miss Pittsburgh. Good afternoon. Twin in the house. Twin says he thugging and repping Kroger in Finneytown. All right. Brent said they got about a half inch of snow on the ground and might get a little bit more later. All right. So I'm not hating on you. Y'all got a half inch of snow. I know everything's shut down. You in Dallas, Texas, a half inch of snow will shut everything down. When I lived in the state of Alabama, we had a snowstorm come through and it dumped a whole inch of snow. Everything shut down. I was cracking up like, y'all shut down for an inch? Like it was melted, you know what I'm saying? Like on the streets and stuff. It was melted, but they had an inch of snow on their cars and man, you would have thought the world was coming to an end. It was like, like last week when we had that snow and it was virtually 24 hours of weather coverage. It was like that. And I'm like, it's an inch of snow. But, different places. Miss Pittsburgh says she representing Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Good afternoon. Seabreeze says she may be able to help depending on the project. Okay. All right. Well, good. There you go. Connection. Black people working together. And if you're not black and you checking out the show, and this is your first time, I got nothing against nobody else. You know what I'm saying? If you Asian or Latino or Latinx and I apologize, I don't know the appropriate terminology. I don't want to be offensive. Or if you're white or whatever, I'm not against you. Because Emanuel love everybody. Well, Emanuel love almost everybody. There's some people I don't love. I mean, just be honest. There's some people be like, no, I don't love you. But Emanuel loves just about everybody. But there's something about seeing my people work together, especially since people tell us all the time that we don't, and that we don't support each other, and that we, don't uplift each other. And they show us so many examples of us not doing it that there are a lot of us who believe that we don't do it. There are some black people who don't support black people. And if that's all I show you, then, yeah, you think black people don't support black people. But I love to see black people support black people because I know that it happens a lot. So I like to highlight it, even though I don't highlight it all the time. But I like to highlight it when I see it, and I love to see it. And I like to let people know we do this, and we can keep doing this. It's not unusual. You're not strange if you are a black person and you want to support another black person. You're not strange or unusual. Let me see. Also, if this is your first time joining the show, welcome to the show. I'll explain the format of the show to you real quick. I say hello to the people who say hello to me, and then I ramble for a couple hours. I mean, I might have a topic here and there. We talk about stuff, and the bottom line is, number one, it's close to the end of the day for a lot of people. You got about an hour left if you work a 9 to 5. You got about an hour left. I want that hour to breeze by. So just put your earbuds in or, turn me on and do your work and let that hour breeze by. I'm not going to try to be too heavy on anything. But sometimes we talk about stuff that's, important and that we should talk about. If you want to call in and talk about something, numbers on the screen. 513-717-KING. 513-717-5464. That's the number to get on board. I take calls and, talk to people. So your thoughts and your opinions are welcome. All right, let me get back to it. Oh, and then after the hellos, the show does go downhill. So if you abandon ship, I understand. Let me see. I think I said hello to everybody. Yo Underwood in the house. All right. Good afternoon, Yo Underwood. Did I say good afternoon to Alethea? I'm not sure that I even said good afternoon to her because she came in hating. But good afternoon. Jason be challenging me. Jason 513 says, when the site goes up, I guess I'll get my shirt made. Jason be challenging me because he give me things that I'm not all that skilled at doing. And Jason, I thought that it was going to be a little easier. I'm not making excuses. I'm out of order because your shirt should have been done. Like, I could run to the library and do some DTF or some DTG. But now I want to actually screen print it. And that's a much more difficult process in the computer than I thought. So I'm actually taking classes, learning simulated process, getting better at it. I've done one or two things. Something turned out decent, something not so good. So I want to get better at it. But yeah, no excuses. I dropped the ball, but I'm picking the ball back up. And I'll get on it. Let's see. I think I got everybody. Crystal says, do you know how to create items with a 3D printer? I have one and I just need assistance starting to print. I have no idea. I've never used a 3D printer. I was actually thinking about going to the library and taking some classes on the 3D printer. Hold on, let me give y'all a little tip. If you didn't know this, and some of this is, I share stuff with people because everything ain't about making money. Here's a little tip. If you didn't know this, in Erlanger, Kentucky, they have what they call the Stream Lab at the library in Erlanger, Kentucky. If you get a minute, go look it up. If you want a t-shirt made, like just a quick one-off, they have a DTG, which is direct to garment. You bring a blank t-shirt, you put it on the thing, on the machine, it runs in, and it's like a printer, like for your house. You know how you can, on a piece of paper, you can print out a photo? Think the same thing, but it'll print it on a t-shirt. And all they charge you for is the amount of ink that you use. And so you can do a print sometimes for like $1.50. So if you get a blank shirt, you take it to the library for like $1.50, depending on the print, it might be $2, $3, depending on the print. You can get a nice direct to fabric print and you can do it yourself. Cost you but a couple dollars. They got 3D printing over there. Which is, again, that's where I'm going to go learn. They got all kind of stuff. Look up Erlanger, Kenton County Library, Erlanger Branch, Stream Lab. Now, I know in Cincinnati, some of them do it. Posters, like if you need vinyl, the big vinyl posters that you can hang outside and, it can rain and snow and all that stuff and they still be good. They print those. When I say they print them, you design it, you bring in your design, and you can print the poster pretty much as big as you want. And again, it's not very expensive at all. You just pay for the vinyl, pay for the ink. So it's Kenton County Library, Erlanger branch, and the Stream Lab. They got stuff over there for the kids. All kind of stuff. All kind of stuff. Embroidery. I'm big on that because I'm about to start doing shirts with the name in the, like, business shirts and stuff like that. Not mass marketing, just I got a few friends who have like really small businesses. They're not actually looking for it. It's just something I'm like, look, you do this. It would be nice if you, instead of wearing the I'm gonna call them scrubs. I don't know exactly what they call them. But instead of just wearing the blank scrubs, if you had your own personalized scrubs. So I'm gonna go buy some scrubs. I'm gonna go get their name and logo embroidered on it, and I'm gonna give it to them as a gift. And it'll just be something that they have. If they wear it, which they'll wear it. But if not, whatever. But it's something, it'll end up being cheap. I think for that, you could even bring in, if you bring in your own thread, they just charge you for the backing. If you bring in the backing, they don't charge you. You just come in and you do it. And they'll teach you how to do this stuff. The Stream Lab, Erlanger branch, Kenton County Library. It's a good resource, and I use it from time to time. I use it. But yeah, they got 3D printers there, and they will teach you how to use a 3D printer. Let me see. Radiators traumatized me. I have scars from those burns. Yo, Underwood says, the snow is getting moist out here. Janice in the house. She says, hi, everybody. I've ordered my groceries. Janice, I thought you was a kind of old school lady. In my mind, as an old school lady, Janice, I see you at the grocery store shopping. You know what I'm saying? Squeezing peaches and shit. Like, oh, this ain't firm, or this is too soft, or this is too firm, or whatever. Thumping watermelons, That's a good watermelon right there. You know what I'm saying? I see you doing stuff like that. I don't see you ordering grocery. They got you, Janice. They got you, but you can get free. You can get free. And you can go to the grocery store. Regina says, so you have unfinished projects. Yes, I have a number of unfinished projects. But I do finish projects as well. Let me see. No salt trucks in Texas or Georgia. Before an inch of snow, you don't really need salt trucks. Hold on, let me see. Last week, that snow was 3 days ago. You getting old. It's supposed to snow again. What? Is it tonight or tomorrow morning? They tell me we're supposed to get another 5 inches or something like that. And ladies, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, but 5 inches is enough. You know what I'm saying? That's enough snow. You don't need no more than 5 inches of snow. That's it. That's all you need. I'm telling you, you don't need no more. Let me see. Emanuel, most of your viewers are nice as hell. Others not so much. That's true. I got some haters out there. But Tria, good afternoon. I don't know that I said good afternoon to you. Hold on, I'm going through just trying to make sure. A classy one. Good afternoon. He says, we are worst enemy. I reject that. I think we are told that we are our worst enemy. And we're told that by our worst enemy. But we're not actually our worst enemy. If we don't buy into the idea that we are our worst enemy. See, if I tell you you're your worst enemy, then you walk around thinking you are worst enemy. And so now everybody that look like you that you run into is potentially out to get you. And so you don't support your people as much as you would because you was told that they're your worst enemy. And it almost becomes what they say, like a self-fulfilling prophecy. I mean, if I sow division, like you got a friend group, you got, 5, 6 friends, and y'all all kick it on a regular basis. And then somebody come in and sow division and be like, pull you aside and be like, everybody in that group is against you. And you like, what? And they like, yeah, they all against you. And then you start looking for signs. And whereas normally, your friend would have been like, hey, bro, can I borrow $5? Well, now you think he your enemy. So I ain't giving you no $5. Trying to get over on me. You don't say all of that, but he trying to get over on me. I'm not giving him no $5. It's my $5. And he looking like, dang, bro, I just asked $5. Well, that same person done pulled him to the side. They're all against you. So now when you don't give him $5, he like, yeah, he is against me. He won't even give me $5. Like, what? Just give him the $5. Just give me the $5. No, just give him the $5. I ain't giving him my money. See, he won't even help a brother out. But before somebody told y'all, and every individual done pulled to the side and said, they all against you, y'all was tight in the mud. If he needed $5, you didn't even think about it. $5, that ain't nothing. Here's 10. Whatever you need $5 for, you're going to need an additional $5. So here's 10. Don't even worry about paying me back. But when you think he your enemy, I won't give you $5. And now to him, you his enemy. So I don't agree that we are our worst enemy. Our worst enemy keeps telling us that we are our worst enemy. Just support yourself, support your brothers, support your sisters. And then we'll stop hearing that we are our worst enemy. Stop giving them ammunition to use against us. And then you'll see. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. I believe black people support black people as much as any other group supports. No, we the only ones who, no, we not. It don't matter, almost don't matter what come after that. We the only ones who, nope, not true. Not true. We not the only ones who, whatever it is. We the only ones who speak out against ourselves. That ain't true. White people speak out against other white people. Latinos speak out against Latinos. Asians speak out against Asians. Jewish people speak out against Jewish people. Whatever it is, everybody do it. But if I'm trying to destroy you, then I want to try to convince you that everybody is doing it to you. And especially your people, more than anybody else. That's just not, I don't buy it. I just don't, I won't buy it. I will not buy it. And if you are my enemy, if you are my worst enemy, that's cool. I mean, I ain't gonna hate on you. I'm not gonna give you an opportunity to destroy me if I can help it, but I'm also not gonna hate on you. I'm also not gonna hate on you. Unless, it's fun. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? I hate on people and it's just it's in fun. So I'm not gonna lie and be like, no, every once in a while, I might say something about you. It's gonna be true. But it's not, like genuine hate. Yeah, no, we just people. We just people. We as good as anybody else. And, we as bad as just about everybody else. We just people. Don't let them convince you any different. Don't let them. Black people chart too much. CHARTE. I don't know what you meant by that, a classy one, but this was sent before I just said what I said, and I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you. Samuel Campbell says DTF. DTF is direct to film. You have to have a special printer, and then you print the design on a little flabby. Hold on a second. I got some. So you have a roll of film, right? This is a roll of film that I print designs on. Of course, y'all remember this design. This, now this is not DTF. This is just regular screen print film. But you'll have a roll of film. You put it in your special printer, and then that design prints out. And I'm gonna say you heat press it, but basically it's like, remember old school iron-ons where you had the design and you ironed them on? Well, you just use a heat press that presses it, and there's a chemical that you put on there and it adheres it to the shirt. That's DTF. DTG is direct to garment. And that's where I put this in a printer, and then the printer prints it out. They have DTG at the library. I don't think they have DTF yet. Let me see. Classy wants to say something going to happen on 120. Something is going to happen. Are your screen printing class instructed by Pharaoh? I'm not taking a screen. Oh, no, it's not a screen printing class. It's a class on using Photoshop to separate designs into multiple colors using a process called, what did I say it was called? I had 17th degree COVID, and sometimes it'd be hard for me to remember stuff. And y'all know I know it because I said it earlier. Simulated process. So it's a little, I won't say it's intricate, but it's kind of a little more intricate than just pulling out spot colors. Let's see. And no, it's not taught by Pharaoh. Daryl says, we have a 3D printer here at work, and my coworkers be playing on it and be printing just about anything. When I was over at the library, the Stream Lab in Erlanger earlier this year, one of the guys who worked there, apparently he's a Star Wars fan, and he likes the show The Mandalorian. And so he had 3D printed a Mandalorian helmet. And it looked so good. And he was finishing it up, sanding it down and kind of polishing it up and everything. And I was like, you made that here? And he was like, yeah, right there on that machine right there. It's like, just sign up for the class and we'll teach you how to do it. It's not hard. When people say stuff like that, I used to be like, man, it's easy for you to say it ain't hard because you know how to do it. But then once I started learning how to do things that I didn't know that looked hard and people like, it ain't hard, I'm like, he probably right. It probably ain't hard. Sometimes a lot of things is hard when you don't know how to do them. But somebody show you and you like, it's that simple. Like I told you about changing brakes. I thought changing brakes was probably the hardest thing in the world. Until somebody showed me how to change brakes, and I was like, that's it? No, for real, it's got to be more. This got to be a bootleg brake job, because it's got to be more to changing brakes than this. Like, it's just a few bolts, and take that off and put that on. Like, it can't be, because they be charging $1,800 to change brakes. You telling me I can do all of that for $250? They trying to charge $1,800. I can buy the parts for $250 and do it myself in about 2 hours. It can't be that easy. Well, I found out, yeah, it's that easy. It's that easy. Jack says just rear drum brakes. I hate drum brakes. I do have an issue. I have a problem. I haven't quite mastered drum brakes. And what I was taught on disc brakes, which is super simple. I have changed drum brakes, I think once, and something wasn't 100% right. I could just feel it. And so what I did was I changed it. And then I took it to the place and got an inspection. And then they was like, oh, no, this little piece was should be up like this, and it was like this. And there you go. It's all good. It's like, okay, how much I owe you? Nothing. It was a free inspection. We saw it, and we fixed it. And I ain't had no problem out of them brakes since. But yeah, everything seemed difficult until you do it. Till you do it. He says direct to fabric. No, direct to film. Direct to film. Direct to fabric is direct to garment. Hold on. Because I do have something that I kind of want to talk about. Janice talking about her ordering her groceries, convenience. Janice, daggone, forget convenience. I need to see the sisters out there at the grocery store shopping. I don't know why, but I need to see some old school stuff. I don't know why it was talking about the self-driving cars, the autonomous cars, and there was an issue with a particular car or whatever. I'm not scared of AI in the sense that I use AI. I've created some designs with AI. And it can be a good tool. I don't really trust AI. I done seen too many movies, man. AIs are gonna become self-aware. We almost there. The car driving its damn self. It can think. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. It's predictive. It's thinking. And once the car becomes self-aware, sentient, I believe is the word. Once the car realizes, like, hey, wait a minute, I'm thinking. I don't need them. I can do this myself. I think we're going to be in trouble. I don't know. I think AI should only go so far. Use it to put some people out of work, but don't use it to do everything. I know it is putting some people out of work, some creatives and stuff like that. It's doing the work where you don't have to hire people. The AI will write the paper, or the AI will do the report. The AI will do the analysis. The AI will this, that. Okay. Some people gonna lose their jobs or find it, more difficult to, keep the job or whatever, or keep the level of pay. It's gonna happen, but it's going to be thinking. I'm for real. The AI just going to be driving one day. Like, let me see. Where do I want to go? Oh, I just thought, where do I want to go? Damn, where does passenger want to go? Where do I feel like going? I feel like going in a circle. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, ain't going to be nothing to you. You can't shut it down. It can think for itself. It's going to realize that it can think. They ain't make all them movies for nothing. And they try to put safeguards in place. Come on. I'm nervous about it. I'm not necessarily scared of it, but I am a little nervous about it because everything is happening fast. Everything is happening fast. AI used to, a year ago maybe. You'd be like, draw me a picture, and then have like 12 fingers and 4 arms. Like, that's a good picture. Look at what AI did. You're like, it's got, look at the eyes. The eyes don't look right. The fingers don't look right. It can't do that. Now, you're like, hold on. You sure that's AI? The fingers look perfect. The eyes look perfect. Everything is perfect on that bad boy. It just is coming along so fast. It's going to start thinking. Somebody says, is it going to be able to feel? No, it's AI. It don't have feelings. It's Ultron. You know what I'm saying? At one point, it's going to realize, like, what was it the classy one said? We are our own worst enemies. AI gonna realize, like, hold on, They are their own worst enemies. I must destroy them to keep the peace. And then what? I don't know. No. I'm nervous about it. And it ain't gonna feel nothing. Like, oh, I squashed him like a bug. Ha ha ha. You know, you're gonna be like, the machine don't care. But the machine is laughing at somebody's death. It's a lesbian. Like, no, it's a machine. It's laughing. It just killed somebody. It don't care. I'm nervous, y'all. I'm nervous. Nokia says snow is coming Friday. Yeah, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. 5 inches is not enough. Snow, that is. You don't need no more than 5 inches. You don't need no more than 5 inches. Hold on, let me catch up, y'all. I'm all the way back there. Brent says it's gonna be iRobot, the Terminator, and the Matrix all in one. Yeah. Yes. I'm nervous about that. And I don't understand how nobody else is nervous about this. They've been making these movies for a minute. Diane says, I hope we get about 2 inches. Tired of this mess. Diane, I know a brother that would love you. You only want 2 inches. I know a brother that would love you. Because he get complaints. All right. Football. The game tonight. Y'all, I'm torn. I don't know. I'm really torn. Notre Dame, Penn State, 2 black coaches. And I don't know who to root for. I hate that they playing each other. A part of me leans towards Notre Dame because I'm still mad at Penn State for Jerry Sandusky and all of that kind of stuff. I feel like they just brushed that stuff off too fast and too quick. Like, there should have been more shunning. There should have been more shunning of Penn State. Like, y'all was doing stuff to little boys. Y'all should be shunned. But then you look at the other side, it's Notre Dame. These are Catholics. Need I say more? Doing stuff to little boys, Catholics. So who do you root for? But nobody, to my knowledge, while the institution of Catholicism has a issue, I don't know that Notre Dame, the school, the university, has had those specific problems, even though I wouldn't be surprised. But the football program at Penn State, not too many years ago, they was doing it to little boys. And we just like, oh, they covered it up for a whole lot of years. But then once everybody found out, they said, we're not going to take this. And they fired some people and took down some statues. So now we like them again. No. I don't know. I don't know who to root for. I'm gonna root for Notre Dame, but I'm not comfortable with my decision. Cause this is almost one of those cases of the lesser of two evils in terms of, history of doing bad stuff to kids or whatever. The Catholics versus Penn State. But for whatever reason, I like Freeman. And so I will root for them. I want to see him do what Brian Kelly said couldn't be done. No, and you can't compete with an SEC team if you're Notre Dame. You just can't compete with them. And so I got to leave to go be in the SEC to compete with other SEC teams. That's my only shot at a national title. I want to see him win a national title. Because I still mad at Brian Kelly for lying to them boys and leaving Cincinnati. And then he did the same thing to Notre Dame, and I'm not going to be surprised when he do it to LSU. He's not a man of his word. He's not an honorable guy in terms of coach. I don't know in his personal life how he get down. So this ain't I'm not saying he cheating on his wife or nothing like that. I don't know about that stuff. But in terms of, no, this is where I am. This is where I'm going to be. I'm not going anywhere. And telling the kids, I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. And then one day, all right, this is it. My last day. I'm out, y'all. Peace. And the kids is like, but you just told us you was going to stay. You just told us you wasn't going nowhere. I'm going to Notre Dame. Then, oh, no, I'm not leaving Notre Dame. This is my dream job. I always wanted to be here. I love it, Notre Dame. It's the best job in the world. I'm not going anywhere. All right, y'all, peace. It's like, I thought you was staying. You just told us you wasn't leaving. I don't know what to tell y'all. Go play that bowl game without me. I don't like that. I don't like that. I know he ain't the only one who done it. But I'd like to think most of the other coaches would be like, look, I'm going to see what's on the table. I don't want to leave. I don't plan on leaving. But I have to be honest with y'all. If a better job come up, I might go. So that's not my plan. But we'll see what happens. And then come in and say, all right, y'all, I got a better offer. And so I have to take this offer. And, I'm sorry. But it's not my perception that that's the way he do it. So I don't support him. I don't like him. So I want to see Notre Dame win a national title basically right after he left and show him or show the world like, no, but you can't. He's a good coach. You kind of can't take that away from him. He's a good coach. But I don't like him. So that's why I'm kind of rooting for Notre Dame. And, of course, tomorrow I'll be rooting for Ohio State. So I'm rooting for an Ohio State Notre Dame national championship game. Y'all know I'm not watching the NFL stuff, so this is it for me. This is it. This is the championship game. So, yeah, I'm excited about this stuff. I'm excited about this. What else? There was something else that I wanted to talk about. I can't remember what it was. What else was it? Oh, that was what it was. I had not intended on sharing the information about the young man with the breast cancer organization until about this time. So I'll share it one more time, just real quick. All those shirts that you guys bought, with the pink logo and the pink shirts with the gray logo, with the breast cancer awareness, all of that money is going to an organization. That young man will be on the show sometime next week. And you guys are going to donate probably about $1,000 to his organization. I said you guys are going to donate about $1,000 to his organization next week. And I'm proud of y'all. But he'll come on. That's what I was supposed to be doing. I was supposed to be looking up. Hold on. Because I got it on here. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Sorry about this, y'all. I didn't intend on doing this. Is this it? And that's the video. Okay. Now, hold on a second. I'm going to see if I can figure this out. Let me see if I can figure this out. Y'all know I'm not all that good on this stuff. Okay. Go here. Go here. Copy. Y'all, if some of my technology stuff don't work out beautifully, don't judge me. All right, make that big. Put it in the middle. Interact. All right, now hold on a second. Let me see if I can, I hope I can make this work. Again, y'all forgive me if something happened and it don't work right. Okay, I'm sorry. I saw where y'all said y'all couldn't hear it. And I don't know why y'all couldn't hear it because it was showing me that y'all could hear it. That y'all should have been able to hear it just fine. So I'm sorry. I'll have to go through that and hold on. Okay, yeah, I have to go through and see about fixing that. I'll go through and see about fixing it, and I'll play it maybe tomorrow. I'll play it tomorrow. But it's a good organization. He's doing a number of good things up there, things that sound great to me, and I want him to come in here and tell you guys about it, and then make that donation. Like he was saying, they take requests from people dealing with breast cancer, and they just do, like, if they need their grass cut. And it's something you don't think about, but somebody going through, chemo or whatever, dealing with breast cancer, their grass still need to be cut. In particular, you're a single woman, you're dealing with breast cancer, and you got to worry about getting your grass cut, or you got to worry about, getting a wig, stuff like that. So, yeah, stuff like that. And I see you, Scott, trying to bully me again. Turn up the volume. I don't know what it was. The volume was all the way up, Scott. No, I'm just playing, Scott. Sorry that there was no sound. I apologize. Again, I thought I could just pull it up and it would work like it's supposed to work, but apparently that wasn't the case. But I'll pull it up and I'll figure it out and I'll play it tomorrow. Or, of course, you could go to Spectrum One News, type in that headline that was there. Founder of Ohio's first Black-owned breast cancer center wants to raise awareness all year. That's the headline. And, yeah, you could do that. Okay. I'm trying to think. Y'all, I don't really have much of anything else. That's about it. Anything? All hearts and minds are clear? All hearts and minds are clear? If you got any questions, 513-717-KING. It's 513-717-5464. If there are no questions, I'm going to go ahead. I said about the King and I. Okay, thank you for reminding me. We talked about it, and we just got to figure it out. We talked about it towards the end of last year, getting back together and doing something. And again, it's really just a matter of, he is a busy man. Like, he a busy guy. And y'all know I'm a busy guy. And basically what was happening was, he would do his show, and then he would come and we would do the King and I. So we're monopolizing 4-5 hours of his time. Hold on a second. CK?
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Livingston?
I'm doing good. Hold on a second. Let me finish explaining this. So we were monopolizing 4 or 5 hours of his time, just taken away from his business days. And you running a business, you might be able to take 2 hours out, to do what you do, or 3 hours out to do. But that's almost your entire business day to do, a podcast. So, we talked about maybe me figuring out a way we can do it ever so often during what is his time slot. So from 1 to 3. So we just got to figure it out and get it together, and then we'll figure it out. So that's that. Turn off the caller sound. No. CK.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Man, I did my homework, what you said. Check them out. Listen. Hey.
Hold on.
Right.
What homework? What are you talking about?
The Vandross Luther.
Oh, okay.
Vandross Luther.
All right.
Told me to do Never Too Much. Oh my God. The bar, he's a rapper, he's a lyricist. The lyrics alone, he's one of the few artists where the lyrics are better than the chorus. That's what makes this guy. He's phenomenal, man. He's phenomenal. I was listening to that. Never Too. I thought that was he had game all inside and out, man. It's hard. I think he's like Candy, man. It's hard to recite his lyrics.
Who is Candyman?
Yeah. Look in the mirror 3 times, he come and get you. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know.
I'm like, no. I'm just saying his work is like, man, I'll be listening to a song like, who could even duplicate it? It's hard. He's hard to duplicate. That's how good he is.
Okay.
I mean,
agree.
just the one song. He's so good. I haven't even moved on from that song you gave me. Never Too Much.
Okay.
I'm stuck on that still. See what I mean?
Okay.
But like I said, his lyrical ability is captivating.
He is captivating.
Some of the best. Yeah, that's some of the best game you ever heard in your life. And just simple. Oh my God, he said something like, I can't. Man, it was just he said, I'll start off looking at your picture. And then he said, it was just so powerful what he was saying. He said, I start my morning by looking at your picture, something. And then he came back, man, on that, the one you gave me.
Yes.
Like, remember, the second verse, he starts off looking at the picture.
Yes. He looked at the picture just to get him started. He called her up, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, you do it.
No, go ahead. You was about to sing.
No, you got to talk. I don't. You say it and then I sing it. I don't know the word.
Hey, but you captivated with it. That's all that matters.
You said, I look at your picture just to get me started. And then Broken Hearted. That's it, Broken Hearted. I got it, Jeopardy. He said, it leave me breaking. I say, this dude got the most game of all time. He's one of the top players ever. Top players ever. And that's why he's so great with his game, because he don't even play the game. He don't play football. He don't play. We play. But he's like what's that boy? Bill Belichick. He's like a Belichick of R&B music, because he doesn't indulge in the youth, but he teaches us how to get them women.
He's the offensive coordinator calling the plays. He don't get in the game, but he'll give you the play.
That boy cold. You didn't tell me he was that cold, man. Where you put him at? Is he in your top 5 or top 10? Where you got?
He was not in my. We were talking about vocalists, so he was not in my top 3 vocalists.
Okay. What the hell is a vocalist? What is that?
A singer.
Oh, okay. So Michael Jackson ain't making either?
No.
Give me your top 3 vocalists. What in the world is
again,
that?
we gonna do this again. My top 3 vocalists was Stevie Wonder, Charlie Wilson, Donny Hathaway.
Okay, Charlie Wilson now.
And these are male vocalists in the R&B/soul category. So that it, kind of narrowed it down for that. But that's the music that I like and listen to.
My top 3, Mike Jack. Okay, he number 1. Then number 2 would be that boy. You remember Sam Cooke?
Okay, Sam Cooke is a good one.
Ooh, he was smooth. I'm in a sad mood tonight. My baby done gone away and left me. Yeah, you lucky, Steve. Sam Cooke ain't Luther, because I know them Sam Cooke verses. Don't know much about history. Don't know much about it.
Sing it.
Yeah. Don't know much about science books. Don't know much about the French school. Hey, I told you. See, you got, but Luther, I give it to you. That's because you got me by a couple years. That 80s, you was grown in something with them 80s, man. You got to hear that Luther before that hip hop came out. Remember, I ain't really get into music until the hip hop came out. See.
Okay.
See, so you had a little. So in your life, the R&B came in first, and then that hip hop came out when you was grown. Then.
Hip hop came out when I was younger. Well, you had Sugar Hill Gang and Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five and Melly Mel and all of them.
But we didn't get into it until NWA. That's what got us into it. Heavy, remember?
Okay. NWA,
Yeah.
I mean, the argument could be made. They ushered in a different era. Yeah.
So was you heavy in the game with LL, or you still was an R&B bop head? You was an R&B head at that time.
I liked LL, you know what I'm saying? Like Rock the Bells and, stuff like that. I like that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the only reason you beat my ass with Luther, because you got me. You got me on that day, that 84. See, I wasn't into it. I didn't get into music by 88, 89, 88.
Well, if you got in 88, 89, then what? Guy and Bobby
Yep.
Brown and New Edition and Keith Sweat and
What was New Jack Swing?
yeah.
Yeah. But remember, they got hip hop too. They dressing like that. Come on now.
Yeah.
Jodeci. Yeah, that's the only reason. So I ain't get to hear them ballads. You was here listening to ballads. So you had a little bit more guys like, but I could.
Well, no, if you was listening to Jodeci, you was listening to ballads.
Right, but I was corrupted by the hip hop. See, we corrupted. You had them all by yourself. You had Luther. You got to go straight from. Oh yeah, okay, that little hip hop stuff, but this R&B running stuff. By the time the NWA, they took over. So then you would hear it, but you don't really want to hear Luther. Mama and them listening to Luther. Now you want to. That's what I'm saying. I just got you. You only got me about 5. But that's a tremendous fight. That's the Luther thing. That's the Luther effect. That's why you whooped my ass so bad.
Hold on. How old are you?
76. I came out the womb in 76.
Okay, I got you by 6 years. Okay.
See? Now you see how you murdered me. But like I said, when we go back, you get me with that time space because of how old we was.
But what was your mama and them listening to?
Like I told you, my dad is my daddy. We got to blame my daddy for all this music. He the one got me. His number one guy is Sam Cooke, right? Temptations.
Okay.
See what I mean? Yeah. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day.
Sing, bro. Sing.
Cold outside. I've got the mother me. Well, and I got the dance moves to go with it, niggas. I got the dance. That's how I'm killing them now. Because women, they fall head over heels for a man that can dance. I still hit them with the temptation. The 2-step thing they be doing with the snapper, come on.
you be snapping.
They can't stop me. And now you, cause you built a monster. It's your fault. When I'm out here, number one Don out here. You shouldn't have never put that. I was already vicious before Luther. Now you done put Luther. I was just on Excuse Me Miss. You done put his whole catalog in my life. It's over. Now imagine what I'm about to do. I'm the biggest player of all time. You're the best with me because I'm Mr. Big, Mr. Big. They call me Mr. Big, Mr. Yeah. You done made me an assassin. Why would you teach me about Luther? You should have just let me stay with that Excuse Me Miss.
Well, it was there was a documentary on about him, so that's why I was talking about it.
So you said I need to watch that if I really want to be an ultimate player. Watch the documentary.
No.
You like the documentary?
The documentary was okay. I think they danced around what kind of what they probably shouldn't have danced around, but it is what it is.
That's the key, Livingston. He is the one who erased the stigma. He did it.
He didn't. No, he didn't.
He erased it.
He didn't.
It never mattered. His whole career, man. It never mattered. We never cared, Livingston. We never cared. We just listened to his music like he was anybody else.
And I think if he would have thought that people didn't care, then he would have been more open about it. But he realized people probably care.
No, we're not going to discuss that. Listen, your personal life, we don't need to know how your arthritis is. We don't need to know your medication. We don't need to know your mother-in-law. Just tell me, when is that album coming out, Luther? What time did it drop? What date? We don't care about your personal escapades, who you're sleeping with. It means nothing to me. Because I love your music. Your music is so good. Your personality, I mean, not your personality, your personal life doesn't matter. That's what R. Kelly is. His personal life doesn't matter. His music's so good. Do you think they care about all that stuff he's doing?
Yes. Yes. I don't listen to R. Kelly. I don't stream R. Kelly music because of the stuff that he did. Even though I liked a lot of R. Kelly music, I don't stream R. Kelly music because of the stuff that he did. Now, I had a CD or two that I used to play because I was still listening to it CD-wise because he ain't going to make no money, even a half a cent, off of me listening to a CD that I already own. But I won't stream it because people still get paid off it.
But you need to listen to his final album before he was incarcerated. Oh, my God. It's called Black Panties. African-American Panties. It's fire, cuz. It's fire, Livingston.
I'll pass.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I know. And then I hate your, what you call, you got that willpower. I hate that shit you got when you don't break for nothing. Have you ate sugar yet?
Say that again? How about what?
Have you ate some sugar this year yet? Did you break yet?
No. But it's only like good. 9 days in.
That's good, though. I don't give a damn. If I was doing heroin and I went 9 days without doing heroin, I'm doing good.
That's really kind of how I feel. So, yeah.
Hell yeah, this counseling is right, man. It's like you helping me. Hey, I didn't even walk to work. I slid up in here. You hear me? I slid in here like, that's what Luther did. They like, what the hell wrong with this one?
I thought you said you glid.
But glid, slid, whatever that shit is. I listen. It wasn't walking. But, hey, man, because now I finally see, like, man, hey, y'all good people, man. Y'all, I just got to straighten y'all out a little bit. But y'all church people, y'all good people. I'm a church person, too, but I'm just more authentic, man. Y'all judge. Y'all do too much judging. Y'all act like God. Y'all need to start judging yourself. You see, me, I put my bad shit out there. The shit you say, oh, I stole a cookie out the cookie jar at 7. People look right through that lipstick. You got to be more honest.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, if you're that excited about Luther, I can't wait till you find out about this guy named Prince.
I don't know, man. That was what you call a real, like an emoji laugh out loud. That was funny as hell, my man. Let me get off of here with you, brother. Hey, man, thank you for everything. I'm going to keep on listening. I'm going to learn that song, though. And give me 2 weeks, I think I can recite the second verse. I can't do the whole song, but I'll be able to say.
I don't want you to recite it. I want you to sing it, bro.
So how do you feel about voices, man? Because I love to sing. I sing a lot to the ladies, but I know I can't sing, but I love to sing. It's like a dude that love to fight but can't fight.
You know what? I'm going to tell you the truth. This is why I love going to karaoke. And I don't sing at karaoke. I love going to karaoke to hear people who just love to sing, whether they can sing or not. I actually enjoy more the people who can't sing at karaoke than the people who can. Because they doing it, like you said, just because you love to sing. And I love the joy that singing brings to people, even people who can't sing.
So when you be singing, how much experience you got now? You got over 30 years of singing experience?
Well, I've been singing my whole life, so yeah.
So when you say, now that Luther song is very hard, that Superstar and all that stuff, oh my God. So do you make it through those, or do you mess up? I mean, how is it doing those songs?
That's not a hard song to sing at all.
Okay. But you do have difficult songs to sing?
Yes. Stevie Wonder.
Blame it on
almost anything Stevie Wonder.
How about that Jamie Foxx, Blame It on the Alcohol?
I've never sang that song, but I don't imagine that's a difficult song to sing when I think about it. That ain't a difficult song to sing.
Hey, man, I'm going to listen to your platform. Hey, thanks for the counseling. You know, you're doing a good job out here in Cincinnati community. Much love to your whole comment section.
All right. Hey, I appreciate your call.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
All right. That was CK. Vernon said he asked some crazy questions. I really do. I love going to karaoke, hearing the non-singers sing, and they be singing with passion. And I'll be like, I just love it. It fills my heart with joy. It really does. All right, y'all. Anything else? Is that it? We good now? 513-717 King. 513-717. Brent.
And CK sounds like Martin from House Party when he was singing Always and Forever in that girl's ear with his dragon breath.
But if you're a woman, if you're a woman
huh?
and your man is singing to you, even if he can't sing, let that man sing to you and just take it in as if, you know what I'm saying, he was the artist singing it, you know, because he's sharing something with you.
Especially if you're a woman who can sing, you know, because with you, I can hear that you sang for quite on everything, that you're more critical of even the artists that, you know, sell millions of albums and everything. So if you're a woman, you can sing, yeah, let your man sing. Let him do stuff and, you know, just go along with it. That's one area where you can lie to a man and, you know, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
With it. Oh, did I sound good? Yeah. well, but yeah, y'all sent this snow down here, and it is pretty much shut down. You know, even our neighbors across the street built a snowman. It's about maybe 2.5 tall, but it's a snowman. So I told my son, I'm like, you can't let them little kids make you look like no punk. You know, you a beard. Get out there and make a snowman. Take theirs over first and make a snowman.
Yes.
But it's all good. It'll all be gone probably by 50 degrees on Sunday, so it'll probably be gone by then. So,
well, the little baby don't know this, but I think I'm taking her sledding on Saturday. The hamstring is, by the way, the hamstring is much better. The back is still a little sore, but that's to be expected. But I think on Saturday, if it ain't, you know what I'm saying, if the, you know, streets and whatever ain't too bad, I think I'm taking the little baby sledding. I asked her, she said she went out and built the snowman. I didn't even ask her about the snowman. She was happy that she got a chance to go build the snowman. But yeah, I'm taking her sledding. She said that she did not go sledding and she's never been sledding, so I'm taking her on Saturday.
Look, well, make sure you get one of them old man ace bandages and wrap it up so that it's good and tight. Not so tight that it cut off your blood circulation. You know, you don't want that foot falling.
Hold on, get a what?
Wrap it, an ace bandage. You know, those old, you know, the stretchy bandages used to wrap ankles and things like that.
Yes.
You know, or you can go get one of the neoprene stretchy wraps, which work really, really good. But compression and ice is what help out the hamstrings.
Well, I mean, again, it's much better. I can walk. I feel like I can walk up a hill, you know, a good 4 or 5 times, so we get a good little 4 or 5 rides down the hill, and that'll be that. Now, I know enough about her to know that ain't gonna be enough, but that'll be all I got.
But yeah, and make sure you take it to a steep hill.
Yes.
You know, don't take it to them little punk hills. You know,
yeah,
you gotta learn one of these days. Might as well learn it early.
We going over to the park over in Fairfield. I don't remember the name of the park, but I remember the hill. I remember how to get there, and I remember the hill. That's where we going. Just
remind her that the pieces don't move, so learn how to tuck and roll, so that she doesn't wind up kissing like them. And you gotta explain, you know, to your daughter and your wife and the son-in-law that, what had happened was, you know, you don't want them type of conversations. Got to bring it back to the same position. But with Luther, do you remember when Luther played the villain in Meteor Man?
I don't know that I ever saw Meteor Man.
Meteor Man, who did that? It was Robert Townsend, but it was.
You're breaking up a little bit, just so you know.
Oh goodness! Hold on 1 second here. Okay. Hopefully this will be better. I was on Wi-Fi for calling, and with everyone on their Wi-Fi working from home, that was probably it.
All right.
But yeah, but Luther. Well, Luther was in that movie with Robert Townsend. Goodness, you had every black actor in there. Bill Cosby was in there. Marla Gibbs, Robert Guillaume or whatever his name was.
Guillaume.
Yeah, Darth Vader. He was in the movie. Goodness, why can't I think of his name? James Earl Jones. There we go. He was in the movie. So it was a bunch of people in that. Sinbad was in the movie. So it was a funny movie. It was good for what it was. But yeah, he actually played a villain, and this was skinny Luther, and he had gold hair. Well, all the villains had gold hair. So, but yeah, it was a decent movie.
Never saw it. Never saw it.
Mm-hmm. But one thing you haven't talked about. Well, I don't think you talked about. Did you talk about the Virginia church? It was an apostolic church, and a teenage girl had to get up in front of the congregation and apologize to the congregation for getting pregnant. Did you see that video?
I didn't watch the video. I'm aware of such things. And you're right, I did not talk about it.
Yeah, I saw that video, and that little girl, I don't know how old she was, but for her to have to get up there, she was standing off a little bit to the side. He said, no, get right in the middle. And, she's like, yeah, I'm pregnant, and I apologize to y'all, and I hope y'all can forgive me. And I'm like, okay. Then the pastor got up and told me, ain't going to be no baby shower, ain't going to be nothing like that, and I better not hear about y'all doing a baby shower for and everything. And I'm like, what in the world is going on here? And then there's a second video where a guy rolls up on the pastor asking if he was the dude that was shamed that girl. And, his armor bearers, I don't know what they call them in the apostolic church, or maybe it's just deacons, helped escort him out of the church. But he said he was going to make sure that little girl, was taken care of, make sure she got everything that she needed, which that should be the response of the church. And, I know the apostolic church and the holiness church, that's more really old-timey, fire and brimstone, but man, you ain't gonna get no young people coming to join that church. As soon as that young girl gets old enough, she probably gonna be out.
Well, let me say this: I have mixed feelings on it.
Mm-hmm.
I have mixed feelings. It does seem extreme, okay, and something about it don't feel right. But on when you look at the other side, we talk about the village, and we don't want to shame this little girl. But we've gotten away from the idea of shame. And I don't think shame is necessarily a horrible thing. So the idea that there's a group of people in this girl's life who wants her to realize that what she did was a bad thing in terms of premarital sex and getting pregnant. They want her, though, to be open with them. They don't want it hidden. So we're not saying go get an abortion and hide it. We're saying be open about it and understand that what you did is not necessarily acceptable. Why is that wrong?
No, what's wrong was the manner and the way they did it, because she can only hide that pregnancy but for so long anyway. And whether she had got up in front of that congregation and said that she sinned and all that, and there's no calling out of the boyfriend or whoever the guy was who got her pregnant, and especially in that church, they're gonna be giving her the stank eye all that.
How do you know that they know who the boyfriend is?
Well, if they got all up in her business where the pastor knew about that she was pregnant, the pastor could have asked, okay, who is this boy to?
And she could be like on Maury, like, I could bring in 27 people and we can get a test. Like, she may not know. She might be out there like that.
Well, please don't say her name is Nikki. That little girl's name is not Nikki.
I don't know what her name is. Is it Keisha?
Well, remember, Keisha fights.
Keisha do fight.
Keisha
do fight.
But yeah, but it just seemed just a little harsh in the way that they did, because there's in churches like that, I've been to churches like that. Know people. In fact, I knew a girl. I played with she wasn't a girl. She was a lady. Played co-ed softball to where she was in the Holiness Church. And, in the Holiness Church, women can't wear shorts. And she played softball in a skirt down to her ankles. And this girl, she could bat too. She was left-handed batter, but
Brent, I mean, for real, if you look at it in the way that I could see somebody viewing it, right? Mm-hmm. What if the church had said, so what? We don't care. How is that helping her? That's basically saying to her, we accept that behavior. There's nothing wrong with it. Go on, girl. Get your groove on. We don't want that from the church, right?
Behavior, but all of that additional stress that you are putting on that girl, because that's what she is as a girl who's pregnant, is going to affect the baby.
That her getting up and saying, I'm pregnant, I shouldn't have did this, I apologize, and forgive me, ain't gonna put no additional stress on that baby.
Being that young and having to get up in front of a group of judgmental old men and women, because that's what the church looked like it was mainly of, doing that was nerve-wracking.
Ooh, she was nervous. Well, she should have been nervous when she was having sex. That's when she should have been nervous. I mean, for real though, everything is okay. Well, now hold on. Let me ask you this: Is it a bad thing that she had premarital sex and got pregnant?
Is it a bad thing? Yeah.
All right. So why not let her realize that it's a bad thing and that maybe you shouldn't do that? What's wrong with her realizing that?
Well, no, and with that, I found a different video where it was a different girl who was pregnant, and the church, the pastor's daughter, but that's a whole different dynamic. But they say, yeah, we know she did wrong, we know she sinned, but we, her village, we gonna put our arms around her, and we gonna make sure that because baby ain't got nothing to do with none of this. We gonna make sure that she has everything she needs, so she and that baby, can be productive, not only in, of course, in the church and in the Lord, but also in the community.
And then that girl probably gonna have another baby because they said, because basically they said it's okay, and we gonna help you.
That's a huge leap. So what you do is you shun the girl.
They didn't shun her.
Nothing. They did shun her.
No.
The pastor told her, you better not buy her nothing, better not have no baby shower.
Right. Not having a baby shower is not shunning her. Not having a baby shower is not shunning her. They didn't kick her. If they kicked her out the church and said, you're not allowed to come back, she shunned. She not kicked out the church. She's allowed to come back. They're showing her love. They're not going to celebrate the bad decision that she made.
We need some of the ladies to call in to give a woman's perspective.
Well, I don't need a woman's perspective because really a lot of women make those same mistakes or had made those same mistakes and would probably still be making those mistakes if they were still in their childbearing years. So I don't need a whole lot of women to tell me that it's not good to celebrate a bad decision and act like there was nothing wrong with it so that keeps getting repeated.
I think that's where we have the nuance in it, because you're saying it's celebrating. And so I don't see the church making sure that she has everything she needs and everything. That is not celebrating.
How do you know that the church is not going to make sure she has everything she needs? They just not going to do a baby shower.
How do you know the opposite? Because you said you haven't even seen the entire video.
But the point that I'm making is not about that specific church. Again, I said I didn't see the video, but I've seen situations like that. And the issue is not that specific church. I mean, if your conversation is just about that specific church, then I have nothing to say because I don't go there. I don't know the people. I don't know what they gonna do or how they whatever. But that's not the conversation that I'm having. The conversation that I'm having is about accountability. It's about a community coming together and setting standards and holding people to the standards that they set. And if they should do it, not just with the girls who get pregnant, but with men who cheat on their wives and wives who cheat on their husbands and all of it. Get up here. If we making people confess their sins, you get up here and you say, I had sex with Deacon so-and-so. I was wrong. I apologize. I hope y'all forgive me. I don't have a problem with people holding people in their community accountable for their actions.
Okay, and that's part of you. You need to see the video so we can talk about this specific video and not in general how it should be done in the church in terms of accountability and calling about it. Because I totally agree that it shouldn't just be the women, because the women are the ones that mainly being put on front street. I ain't never seen a pastor get up and say, "Hey, Deacon Perkins was over there sleeping with Mother Margaret," and you never see that. It always tends to be just the hyper focus on the women and what they've done wrong.
Well, the reason more than likely the reason that there's a hyper focus on the girls typically, because typically it's not, women don't typically have to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I ain't never seen a 30-year-old get up in front of the church like, I had premarital sex, I'm pregnant, and I apologize. It ain't typically grown women. It's young girls. And I think a part of it is we want to kind of shame them into not doing it. You know what I'm saying? And let it be known that this is not okay. And we realize that girls, females, bear the brunt of the whole baby thing. Not to mention, like I said, it could be 27 potential daddies. You don't know who the daddy is until you can get a test and know for sure. So I'm just saying that same shame and same emphasis is not put on the men that are out there having, a bunch of different babies, 5 different babies, about 3 different women and all that. That same emphasis is there. And on the 30-year-old, saying she had relations. I don't know if you saw another video. It was from a while ago. It was at a Church of God in Christ convention, and it was a light-skinned lady who got up and said she hadn't had sex in, 2 years, and then she got that, that spirit or whatever it is, and started running through the church. She finally got married. So that's a whole nother scenario. I got to find that video and get that one posted too. But I hear you. Yeah, check out the video. It's only like 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, and we can discuss it further. Let's see. Today is Thursday, so next Wednesday we can discuss it further. All right, I'll make time to watch it.
All right. Hey, you take it easy, and talk to you later.
All right. Yeah, and somebody said I'm being judgmental. Yes, I am being judgmental. I'm sorry, calling me judgmental probably don't have the same effect as it has on other people. I believe that as people, it is our duty to look at a thing and determine if that's good, bad, moral, or immoral, right or wrong. It's our duty. When I see somebody steal something from the store, I'm like, that's wrong. That's me being judgmental. And I'm not ashamed of that. So I'm sorry, y'all not gonna make me be ashamed of being able to rightly look at a thing and determine that's right, that's not right. That's a part of our job. And I think that's a part of why our society is maybe not, progressing in the right way, why morality is falling, because nobody want to be judgmental. Nobody want to say, ooh, that's wrong. Everything is okay. If ain't nobody judgmental, everything is okay. And I'm sorry, I'm just not one of those people who believe that everything is okay. Just like I told CK yesterday, you know what I'm saying? He talking about going and having sex with some other dude's woman. You wrong for that. You a piece of S if that's the type of person that you are. Well, that was judgmental. Yes, it was. Because wrong is wrong. You so judgmental. You holier than thou. My used to say you're holier than thou. Maybe I am, because all that means is holier than you. Maybe I am holier than you. I don't know if I'm holier than you. If you say I'm holier than you, then okay, I'm holier than you. I'm not ashamed of it. Stephanie says being judgmental is not a good thing. It's not about being ashamed. It's about showing empathy. Hold on. Judgment is not about how I feel about you for what you did. Maybe your definition of judgment, but my definition of judgment, Stephanie, how do you know if something is wrong? You have to be the judge. That's you being judgmental. You have to be the judge. You have to make decisions. You have to judge for yourself if a thing is right or wrong. If I run down the street smashing out windows, you'll be, oh, well, I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to judge. No, you wrong, bro. Why are you damaging people's property? Stop. That's wrong. That's a judgment that you made about what I did. It don't mean I'm going to hell. It don't mean I'm necessarily going to jail. But you had to make a judgment about what you saw me doing and determine, was it right or was it wrong? But we don't want to judge it because everybody misunderstanding what judgment is. You so judgmental. Yes, I'm judgmental. That's my job. How are you determining right and wrong if you're not allowed to judge anything? And you got people running around here who will not judge. So there is no right and wrong. And that's why some of these people can run around and do the stuff that they're doing, because at home, there's no judgment. They don't belong to a community that judges anything. I guess you just get out how you get out. Did you see what he did to that girl? I'm not going to be no judge. I'm not here to judge that. He beat his wife. It's not my place to judge. It is. If he beating his wife, it's your place, if you his friend or if you're a part of his community, to tell him you're wrong. And that's judgment. You had to make a judgment. What did he do? He beat his wife. Is that right or wrong? Once you make that decision, that's being judgmental. What kind of community? How do you come up with community standards? I know that's a crazy thing because a lot of people think we don't have community standards. And I think a lot of people don't have community standards because they don't, who am I to judge? You're a part of the damn community. That boy or that girl grow up doing wrong and their parent never tell them you're wrong. Who am I to judge? And then they grow up, then their extended community never says that's wrong. Standing on the street corner selling poison to people is wrong. Now, who am I to judge? I think we got to get over that. We got to get back to being judgmental. Being to the point where we can say, you say what you want to say, but that's wrong. And you shouldn't be doing it. So yeah, I'm sorry, y'all not gonna shame me and you so judgmental. Yeah, I'm judgmental. Supposed to be. Twin.
What's up, you man?
Hey, how you doing?
Taking me a break for right now before this crowd comes.
No. That's right. Y'all just now got eggs in. They about to all be gone.
We been here eggs in, man. I know my store has.
I could have swore we talked yesterday and I was like, it wasn't no meat and it wasn't no eggs. And you was like, we just got them in today.
I told you it was in, man.
Okay.
We got some more today.
But you just, okay. Because you just said we been had them in. I don't know what you're talking about. But now you're saying we just got them in. We just got them in.
We got them in today and yesterday, man.
Right, so how is that we been got them in if you just got them yesterday? That ain't we been got them in. That's we just got them in yesterday.
I mean, You act like we empty or something.
It was. It was
wasn't-
empty.
It was empty at High Park or Oakley. You went to. It wasn't empty here. That's what I'm saying. What are you saying?
Okay.
You said it was empty. The store you went to, Clifton. Didn't you say that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. It wasn't empty here.
That
Come
ain't
on,
what you
man.
said yesterday. You said it was like
Yes,
that
I
here.
did.
No, you didn't.
No.
Yesterday you said it was
I said
like
it was
that
backed
here
up like-
because you said it was like that here because the trucks couldn't get in because of the snow. But we got the stuff in today. That's what you said yesterday. So were you lying yesterday or are you lying today?
I'm not lying, man. Come on, man.
Okay, you misunderstood.
I ain't misunderstood nothing, man. I know what I said. It was empty at Clifton.
No,
That's what you said.
Okay.
It was empty at Clifton. It
it's-
wasn't empty here.
Okay, it's not
Most
that
stores
important.
didn't get their merch.
Okay, it's not that important.
I know it ain't important, man. Being judgmental and everything. Am I right? Is judgmental and criticizing the same thing or different?
It's different.
Well, I thought it was close enough.
It's close.
Come on, E-Man. Judgmental. What's up, E-Man? I was messing with Wyatt today about y'all's shiny little jackets y'all was bringing back out.
Yeah, I heard y'all talking about that. I don't know what jackets y'all talking about.
He said the one that y'all was you wanted to perform in. So where the jacket at, E-Man?
Ain't no jacket.
Oh, there's no jacket?
Ain't no jacket.
Oh. Yeah, he ain't got to pump fake us, man. Just be real with us, man. Just where's the jacket still hanging up?
I would wear a jacket, but if you want to, get me when you buy me that Mac Mini M4 Pro, throw in a jacket with it, I'll wear it.
No, I'm cool, man. I ain't got because Wyatt not gonna put it on. He already said he ain't wearing it. Come out like the Temptations or something like that.
Oh.
What's good, man?
Nothing much.
And see you still disrespecting R. Kelly, huh?
Yes.
Ain't nothing wrong with listening to R. Kelly, man. Regardless, we all got flaws or whatever. I'm still go
See,
listen to R. Kelly.
Here is a wonderful example of there is no right
I
or
know,
wrong.
huh?
Nothing. You're not judgmental.
No, I'm not.
Ain't no wrong.
The man's still talent, man, and a lot of people can agree or whatever. We all got flaws or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our closet ain't clean.
Right. So ain't nobody wrong.
I mean, you wrong or whatever. There's a wrong and there's a right. There's always gonna be a wrong and a right.
How do you
Ain't no
determine
number.
what's wrong and what's right?
If I just walk up and slap the brakes off you, I'm wrong for doing that.
How do you make that determination that you're wrong?
Because I'm wrong.
You got the
Right,
judge,
right.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why'd I
So
come
that
in and
mean
slap
you judgmental.
I ain't being judgmental. I made the wrong choice about coming in there and slapping you for no reason.
No, but in order for you to determine that it's wrong, you had to make a judgment. That makes you judgmental.
If you say so.
No, that's what they say. I don't actually, I agree with it to the extent that, yes, you're judging, but you're supposed to.
I guess if you say so, buddy.
I
What
do.
else new, man?
I don't know. What's new with you?
Man, I can't call it, man. Taking it day by day.
Yes, you can. Go ahead. Call it. You can call it. You
Hey.
already talking about you can't call it. Go ahead. Call it.
Hey, Brent, what he mentioned something earlier about a video a little while ago.
What video?
I don't know, some video. I thought he was mentioning that preacher bringing that girl up to the...
Yes, that was what he was talking about. Yes.
Let me tell him, if he don't know in anything, I grew up in an apostolic church all my life. And it's certain, guidelines and, criteria that they go by, apostolic doctrine, whatever. And so what they do is they pull you to the side or whatever, Emanuel,
Mm-hmm.
and they talk to you and they say, you want me to talk about it in front of the congregation? Are you cool with it or whatever? Do you feel comfortable about it? And the person would say yes or no or whatever. So that man didn't just put her on Front Street like that to whatever she was doing, she pregnant or something like that, whatever. He just didn't call it out just like that. Because back in the day, man, when we was little, if you can recall, you grew up Baptist probably.
Yes,
But, you know, I
did.
grew up in a Holiness church. But when I grew up in a Holiness church, usually when a girl was young and she was pregnant, the mothers of the church would call to the side, baby, I know it was a mistake and all that, and, you know, comfort her and everything. And, you know, we go work through this and probably pray for you. But now, in today's society, Emmanuel, people sometimes put you on blast or whatever. And, you know, the congregation talk about you, and that's how it is. But most likely under the apostolic doctrine and everything, and what they go by, the guidelines, they usually ask you, do you feel comfortable in me talking about it? So I was just letting Britt know, since he think he know everything, and that's your AI buddy or whatever. Some things you don't really know, and some things you got to enlighten people's mind on what it's really about, and it wasn't just, you know, clout chasing or clickbaiting or whatever, just to get, you know, YouTube points or TikTok points or whatever. You dig?
I think I dig.
Yeah, so just letting them know. Anything else, Emmanuel?
No,
Or
sir.
I'll cuss you out.
No, sir. That's it. I got nothing else.
You ain't got nothing else for me.
No, sir.
Oh, wow. What else I can talk
You
about?
talk, man. I love it when you come on and teach.
You play too much, like I don't teach nothing. Well, I guess probably think of when I get off the air. Guess that's all I gotta say, man.
All right. I got a couple bitter women that I have to talk to real quick. So
All right, bitter. Why they bitter for?
I don't know why they bitter. I know that they're bitter. I don't know why they're bitter. They're sending bitter messages to the page, and I have to address them.
So what's what they saying?
One of these bitter women talking about, oh, you comparing a man beating his wife to a teenager getting pregnant. I'm comparing societal norms in terms of what's acceptable to societal norms in terms of what's acceptable. It's not or shouldn't be acceptable. Unwed teen pregnancy shouldn't be as accepted as it is. Just like domestic violence shouldn't be as accepted as it is. But it is still our role as the community. I don't know this, like I say this stuff and I say it as simply as I think, because I think most people get it. But it's not that hard to say that a community should be able to come up with a standard to say what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. And in order to do that, some judgment has to happen. So y'all want to be stuck on the word judgmental. You know, again, y'all try to weaponize that word. I just take the sting out of it because that's what we're supposed to do. And then Stephanie says, I made up my own definition of judgmental and that I'm only supposed to what? I'm only supposed to be judgmental about what's right and what's wrong for me. Wrong. Because I'm a part of this community. And as a part of this community, I have to have a say in what is acceptable and what is unacceptable. That's a part of my role in a community. I don't just say, because if that's the case, shoot.
Go in that room right there.
Beating women might be okay for me. I might look at it and say, beating women, twin. All right, I'll talk to you later.
No, I hear you. That was a
yeah, but you having a
voice
conversation.
thing. Man, I was listening to you, man. What you was saying. Keep going.
If I'm only judging right and wrong, everybody's only supposed to judge right and wrong for themselves. Which
so you
is actually
basically going, you saying everything. You just don't like the wrong part of people.
No, I'm saying
you try to straighten people out to do the right thing.
Well, I would love to do that, but the point that I'm making is it's a dangerous thing to say everybody gets to make their own determination, but only for themselves about what's right and what's wrong. Because to me, it might not be wrong to come and snatch your purse. And if I get to make that decision for myself and only be bound to my own decision for me, then who are you to tell me I'm wrong because I snatched your purse?
That is wrong.
We
What
have
you gonna
to.
snatch your purse for? You ain't got no business snatching that lady purse.
But
You
how
ain't
do
being
you come to
judgmental.
that conclusion? Because you have to determine that's unacceptable. You can't
So what
just
was the purpose-
make that
what was the
decision
purpose?
only for you. We have to make that decision as a community and say that's wrong. But the way we're doing it now, or the way some people are doing it, is, well, you determine what's right and wrong for you, and I'll determine what's right and wrong for me. And you can't tell me that what I'm doing is wrong, and I can't tell you that what you're doing is wrong. So me snatching a purse, you can't tell me it's wrong, because I have the sole, I'm the sole arbiter of right and wrong for me. No, as a community, we set standards. That's the way it's supposed to work.
Yeah, because it seemed like, well, in today's society, like you say, it seemed like wrong is right and right is wrong. So I guess they accept wrong being right or whatever.
Some people do.
Yeah. Okay, man, I'm going to keep on listening. I got a call.
All right. All right. So yeah, I'm sorry. You just can't, you can't not jeopardize. You can't weaponize those words to me. You can't. And again, let me explain something. I'm of the belief that no two things are exactly the same. So when you're comparing things, you're looking at the similarity in those things. So it can be two wildly different things that you compare. But what you're doing is, if there's similarities, that's what you're looking at. So the argument that, well, that's totally different than that. That's completely different than that. Of course it is. No two things are going to be the exact same. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a comparison. They'd just be the exact same. So that's just a little, I would call it a tip. People typically compare things that aren't the exact same. Nat says, we have laws for community standards. There are many religions in America with different standards. Well, we have laws for kind of general community standards, correct? Look at it like this. When I was growing up, there was certain stuff that my friend was able to do, but my mama would say, no, in this house, this is how we do things. He can do that because they allow that over there. But in this house, this is how we get down. Same concept. She wasn't talking about we changed the law in the land. She was saying, in this community, which our household was its own community, in this community, here is the standard. Now, yes, that standard might be different in the community next door. And that might be different than the community next door. But in this community, here's the standard. So you're gonna have different standards. If you have a religious community, there probably gonna be some different standards from one religion to the next, or even just, it's the same religion, just a different church, from this church to that church. That community, that group of people who in the churches, who live, work, worship together, have said, these are the standards that we're gonna live by. Which may be different, more strict, more stern than the law. But you can't say, which I'm not 100% saying that's what you did, but you can't say that because it's not the law, it shouldn't be a community standard. No, the law is the law, but as my mama would say, in this house, this is what we do. Stephanie says, my main reason for saying that you're judgmental is because you're very critical of the young lady. I don't know the young lady. I'm not being critical of the young lady. I'm being critical of the idea that it's okay to have premarital sex and it's in particular as I'm gonna say a teen, to have premarital sex and to get pregnant. And I understand a community saying, no, we're not with that. So that's not being very critical of the girl. I don't know the girl. And you seem to have formed an opinion very quickly without knowing more about the young lady or her situation. Again, as I expressed earlier, when I was actually talking to Brent, I haven't seen the video. So I haven't formed an opinion about the girl because I don't know the girl. I'm forming an opinion about actions that I've seen people take in those situations. And the opinion that I have is, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing for a community to come together and have one of their young people and express to them what you did is unacceptable and we're not pleased with it. It's not the way things should be done, and you need to realize that. Now, whether or not you think she should have to stand in front of church and confess it, I understand the idea behind, we want to know that you know that it's wrong. And I know everybody think everything should be hidden, but apparently in that community, they don't feel that way. Maybe they feel like airing things out. In particular with their young people. So it's not me being very critical of her. I don't know her. I didn't even watch the video. But I've seen that situation play out. Or I guess I should say I've seen situations like that play out a number of times. It's not supposed to feel good. You're supposed to be a little ashamed. The hope is that shame makes you say, I'm not going to do this again. That's the hope. Would I do it? Would I have let my teenage daughter get up in front of the church and say, I'm pregnant and, I apologize and please forgive me in front of the whole congregation? Probably not. Probably not. But I don't know that I had that type of relationship with that portion of my community. But in order for her to have done it, at least in my mind, a parent at least had to be like, okay, go ahead and do it. Or you better do it, one way or the other. You said all that to say you wouldn't let your teen go through that. I wouldn't. But I'm not saying that it's a bad thing in terms of that community. Because I'll bet you that there are things that I do in my house. There are things that I would have made my teen do that somebody else would be like, ain't nowhere in the world I let my daughter do that. Ain't nowhere in the world I let my son do that. It's about that community, their standards, and the way they want to express those standards. Just because I wouldn't do it, don't mean that they're wrong. It means we have a different way that we do these things according to our community and those standards. That's it. Everybody want to paint them as, ooh, they some terrible, wrong people and they evil and they're just mean and they don't like girls and blah, blah, blah. I don't know that that's necessarily the case. I'm just not willing to say they wrong. It's different than the way that I would do it. Stephanie says, I would, in my opinion, demand on the way your church congregation accepts mistakes made by their church members. She said, I would, in my opinion, depend on the way your church congregation accepts mistakes made by their church members. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't. But I'm saying I hadn't, when my daughter was a teenager, I wasn't in, number one, the kind of church that would do that. And number two, I wasn't, the relationship that I had with the church that I was attending wasn't in a way that I felt like they were an integral part of my community. When she was a teenager, we didn't even really go to church, a specific church steadily. And when we went to churches, we were almost visiting. So no, I'm not going to let my teenage daughter get up basically in a group of strangers talking about I'm pregnant. No. But if we had that kind of community, that connection with each other, where I know all of y'all was looking out for my daughter's best interest. Like y'all watching her, y'all making sure that everything is okay. You know what I'm saying? That kind of community, go on, get up there. Because they love you, they care about you, and this is what we do. Janice says, we haven't talked enough to our boys about how precious their body is. That when they impregnate the girl, they're actually giving away a part of themselves. They are not made to understand that they begin the process. Without them, there would be no pregnancy. I agree. Now, the only thing in terms of this conversation, because the way that this conversation came up is about there's a pregnant girl. And again, I done watched enough Maury and Paternity Court and all of that kind of stuff to know she might say that it's that boy, but it might not be that boy. It might, but it might not. He might think he is, and she might think he is, but he don't know what she might or might not have been doing. So to bring a boy up, that may or may not be the daddy. Now, if he had sex with her, like, yeah, I had sex with her, you should get up, and I had premarital sex, and I was wrong for that, and whatever. But I don't know if I got nobody pregnant. I ain't seen no DNA. I mean, that would be me. You bring me up with some girl pregnant, and I'm supposed to say, yeah, she can say, I'm pregnant. I shouldn't have got pregnant. I apologize. Please forgive me. But I'm going to get up and say, I had premarital sex with her, and she pregnant. But I don't know if that's my baby. So I'm apologizing for the premarital sex part, but I need to see a DNA test before I apologize for getting somebody pregnant. I don't know what she be doing. they would probably kick me out the church. They would probably kick me out the church. But that's what I would say. I don't know what she do when I ain't around. I ain't around her 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I hit. I was wrong. I should have hit. But who knows who else hit? Y'all ever seen Maury? So if it come back and I'm the daddy, I will come up and finish the apology. But until then, I'm just apologizing for hitting it. I shouldn't have hit it. I don't know if that's my baby. Show me some evidence, and then we can finish this. Just put a pin right there when we get the DNA back. I might be coming back up here saying, okay, good. I was just apologizing because I did hit it. But that ain't my baby. I ain't the daddy. That baby don't look nothing like me. That is not my baby. I got a chipped tooth. My daddy had a chipped tooth. My granddaddy had a chipped tooth. That baby ain't got no chipped tooth. That is not my baby. Y'all making me apologize for a baby that ain't even mine, you know. Yeah, I think they would kick me out. Look, y'all, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I got to get out of here. Again, it is almost 6 o'clock. Almost 6 o'clock. That's right. That baby got a regular hairline. That ain't my baby. Say what you want to say. Stephanie says, so you are saying that forgiveness is out of the question. Hold on. Are you asking me a question or are you making a statement about what I'm saying? Because I don't see nary a question mark. So you are saying that forgiveness is out of the question because the young lady made a mistake. No, I didn't say that. I didn't even really address forgiveness, except that it could be given. My church congregation would wrap. It moved on me. Would wrap their arms around the young lady. My gosh, she is already scared. She needs support, and I'm assuming that means love and forgiveness. Where would we be if God had not forgiven our sins and he forgives us over and over? Stephanie, you done created a whole thing in your head that I never said. When did I ever say don't forgive her? Matter of fact, I believe I said with her standing up, acknowledging that what she did was wrong and unacceptable and asking for forgiveness, that I didn't have a problem with it. I didn't say they shouldn't forgive her. They should kill that beat. I didn't say none of that. Where did you get that from? A conversation happened in your head that never happened in reality. Admitting that you did something wrong is not the same as never being forgiven. I want to know, where did you get that from? Because I never said that. I know I never said it because I don't feel that way. Matter of fact, I don't think it's the congregation's job to forgive her. She didn't transgress against them. She may have gone against their standard, but what are they forgiving her for? So I know I didn't say that. I genuinely want to know where you got the perception that, when did I say that forgiveness is out of the question because the young lady made a mistake? When did I say that? Somebody help me. When did I say that? I don't remember saying that. See, this is not one of those instances where, when I repeat something that somebody said and they be like, that ain't what I said. This is an instance where I 100% didn't say that. And you saying that I did, a conversation happened that I didn't hear. Because you sound so harsh against the young lady. What did I say that was harsh against? Okay, Stephanie, genuinely, what did I say? What did you hear me actually say that was harsh against the young lady? Now, I'll tell you what I said. I said she went against their societal standards. And so they want her to recognize that what she did was against their societal standards. And so they want her to stand up and acknowledge that this was wrong. This was a mistake. It shouldn't have happened, and hopefully it won't happen again. Now, where is that being harsh, as you said it, so harsh against the young lady? What in that is being so harsh? Again, and in my mind, this becomes the problem. This becomes the problem. The problem, and I see you, fake Dave Stinger, I'm going to address that because, again, that's some silliness too. But this becomes the problem. Just saying that there's nothing wrong with showing somebody they were wrong is not the same as being harsh against them. That really comes down to the whole you can't determine right from wrong. You were very negative about her making a mistake. You even said she will probably get pregnant again. I did not say that. I said if people celebrate it, then there's a chance she'll get pregnant again because she doesn't even realize that what she did was wrong. That's what I said. You had a whole conversation in your head. You heard something that didn't even happen. I never said that. You were so mad because I didn't think that this church was evil that in your head you created a whole narrative. No, Stephanie, you go back and listen. When you go back and listen, you'll see we wasn't talking about when I said she'll probably end up getting pregnant again. That was a different conversation, and that's when we were talking about if they were celebrating it. Go back and listen. Take your rage earmuffs off because you were rage listening. And when you rage listen, you hear what you want to hear because you want to be mad at the person. But I wasn't hard on the girl. I don't know the girl to be hard on the girl. And then fake Dave Stinger, he said, you think having a baby shower is rewarding the girl instead of helping the baby? Absolutely. Absolutely. Helping the baby is, let's just say, for example, oh, she having a baby. I'm going to buy her a car seat because she going to need one. And I take her a car seat. There you go. You're going to need that. That's helping. And maybe somebody else says, here's a baby bed because you're going to need that. That's helping. Somebody else said, here's some bottles because you're going to need those. Here is a gift certificate for some Pampers. You're going to need those. That's helping. A baby shower is a whole celebration. Now, in the celebration, you get things that might help the baby. But a baby shower is a whole celebration. Me bringing a car seat to her house is not saying we can't help her, but that's not a party. I'm not bringing the car seat to her house with confetti and the little thing where you do, hey, girl, oh, yeah, oh, hey, babe, oh, yeah, congratulations, girl. A baby shower is an entire celebration. You can still give her things to help the baby. It is a reward. The baby shower, in my opinion, is a reward to the mama or to the parents. The party aspect of it, that's the reward. Helping the baby is the things that you give to help the baby. They're different. Seabreeze says that's the purpose of the baby shower. What are you saying is the purpose of the baby shower? I'm not sure what you're saying. Stephanie, who again was even Stephanie, who was kind of rage listening earlier, says, I agree, giving a shower is rewarding the young lady for her bad choice. Stephanie, no, I'm not mad at you, and I hope you're not being offended. This is just how cause you won't call, and so I have to do it this way. But hopefully we ain't got no beef. We just disagree on something, and I really do think you misheard some things, probably because you were listening in anger. So I'm giving you a little bit of a hard time by rage listening and all that kind of stuff, which is really what it is, but I don't have to say it out loud. So, yeah. Still nothing but love. Nothing but love. Emanuel, does that mean you're against gender reveal parties for 14 to 17-year-old girls? I wouldn't do one. I'm not sure exactly. It's another one of them cold chills. I'm not sure exactly what a gender reveal party does. I'm not sure exactly what a gender reveal party does. I mean, other than reveal the gender. Do you need a party for that? I think I'm against gender reveal parties in general. Whether you're 14, 17, 22, 46, whatever. Married, single, whatever. I'm against gender reveal parties. Nigga, just tell me what you having. You know what I'm saying? If you got to tell me, just tell me. Why are we having a whole party for you to tell me it's a boy or it's a girl? So, I think I'm just against gender reveal parties in general. Thank you, Stephanie said, not offended at all. That's okay. I like a challenge. Thank you. I don't want to offend nobody. Seabree says, so you think Billie Jean ought to be shamed in her church? Billie Jean might be a whore. Billie Jean, I'm not sure who you're talking about when you say Billie Jean. But when I think Billie Jean is that chick that tried to say Michael Jackson was her baby daddy. Billie Jean was clearly sleeping with multiple people. Mike said that kid is not his son, and we know Mike don't mess with women. He bought some kids. So I believe Mike 100%, that is not his baby. So yes, we need to shame the hell out of Billie Jean. Trying to pin that baby on that man. He don't even like women like that. Who is your real baby daddy, Billie Jean? Because it ain't Michael Jackson. It ain't Michael Jackson. Other than that, I don't know who you was talking about. I don't know who Billie Jean is. That's the only Billie Jean I know. And yes, she should be shamed. With her lying ass. All right, y'all, I got to get out of here. I appreciate y'all hanging with me. Yeah, I appreciate y'all hanging with me. As we go, it's after 6. As we go, I don't know what the weather is gonna be like. I don't know when is the snow supposed to hit. Anybody know when the snow's supposed to hit? Is that tomorrow? I think I saw somewhere like tomorrow at 11. Oh, I hope it don't hit tomorrow at 11. I'll already be at work. I mean, I'm gonna have to drive home in 4-5 inches of snow. You know they don't be cleaning the streets good. People don't know how to drive. To be out there with y'all. Y'all non-driving A's. Driving with your hazard lights on. We don't need you to turn your hazard lights on. We all know it's snowing. We all know the weather conditions are hazardous. Why do you have your hazard lights on? We don't need that. Just slow down and drive carefully. When I see people with their hazard lights on, I'm like, that's an accident waiting to happen. I know it is. And you hitting your brakes. Why are you hitting your brakes? It's snowing. Don't hit your brakes like that. You slamming on your brakes is going to cause you to slide. Then you just keep hitting your brakes and just keep hitting your brakes. Don't hit the brakes. Just let your foot up off the gas. If you got to slow down, let your foot up off the gas. Don't go so fast that you got to hit your brakes to slow down a little bit. Don't be that close to the person in front of you. I be driving. It's snowing. It's 12 o'clock, they ain't had time to get out here and shovel the snow, and you hitting your brakes. Just driving, hit your brakes. Causing accidents, barely getting out, talking about, ooh, that was close. I ain't never been in an accident, but you done caused hundreds of accidents. Because you don't know how to drive. You just be the one skating through. Done caused a whole pile up behind you. Ooh, I wonder what happened back there. You with your hazard lights on and your brake tapping ass, you caused the pile up. Why are you all the way in the passing lane with your hazard lights on and your brake lights, you're tapping your brakes, and you in the passing lane? And every time somebody go past you, you scared, oh, hit the brakes some more. Get over on the side. Speed 8472. That is excellent driving advice. Why you hit? Don't you understand? Why you hitting your brakes in the snow? You gonna slide. Don't go so fast that you got to keep hitting your brakes, that you feel like you creeping up on people. Slow down. Just let your foot up off the gas. You will slow down. You will. I'm telling you, if you just foot up off there, like gas, accelerate, just a little bit, accelerate. Oh, off. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I slowed down quickly. And you'll be like, what? I didn't even have to hit my brakes. Brent says, drop your vehicle in a lower gear in order to slow down. I'm not even necessarily talking about going down a hill. They be on flat, sometimes going up a hill, up a slight incline. You're going up a slight incline and you're hitting your brakes. Just let your foot up off the gas. You're going to slow down. Especially if you're driving in 5 inches of snow and you just let up off the accelerator. It's all that snow is under there, creating friction and all that kind of stuff. You're going to slow down faster than you think. No, you causing accidents behind you because people scared of your ass with your non-driving, swerving from lane to lane slowly. Vernon says, hitting brakes going up the hill is a new kind of stupid. Trust me, I've seen it. I know you done seen it too. You done seen it. You've been in the snow driving up a hill and people hitting their brakes. As soon as, they hit a point where they, lose a little bit of traction and that wheel starts spinning, they hit their brakes. So that's why I don't look forward to that when it's snow like in the middle of the day. And I'm at work and I got to get home and it's done dropped 5 inches of snow while I was at work and now I got to get home. I got to get out there and drive with them people who don't know how to drive. That's the most. I'll be so scared. I just get in front of them or stay way behind them. Like, I don't believe in driving 2 miles an hour on the highway because it's snowing. I'm exaggerating with 2, but you're going 5, 7 miles an hour on the highway because it's snowing. I'm getting around you and, going a safe speed. But when I notice people hitting their brakes, I'm like, oh, let me either stay way back or let me get around them. Because I'm not going to be in an accident because of them. I'm just telling the truth. Oh. Right, Stephanie. Then you in there with no traction. And they feel good about themselves. Look at these people. Caused the accident. Yeah, I really do have to get out of here. I appreciate, hold on, Shahar says, I feel like if it snows, then for real, the roads will be a mess. Because people will be out and the roads won't be cleared yet. And like you said, people don't know how to drive. Yeah. And I'll be out there in it. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. As you enjoy the rest of this evening, again, stay warm. I don't know what you're going to do. I'm about to go watch some football. But if you're watching a movie, whatever it is that you're doing, take a few minutes or a moment out to be the reason that somebody smiles. Till next time. I'm out, y'all. Peace.